Brought to you by StationHouseCoffee.com and Ting.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
The Ultimate Movie Championship! Episode 38 from IDP 282. This is a show where Keith Spurlock and myself sit down. We're given two movies at random. We argue to choose which of those movies gets added to our ultimate movie list over at flickchart.com/IDP. So let's see how it all plays out in this episode right now.
So we have a total of 613 movies that we have currently on the list out of probably close to 1,000 movies because some of them we haven't seen. So starting off the list, we have Office Space, Glorious Bastards, Forrest Gump, Home Alone, and number 5 we have Toy Story.
Number 6, Good Will Hunting. Number 7, Kingsman. Number 8, Star Wars, the OG. Number 9, Big. Number 10, the Donald Darko.
Donald Darko. Yeah. Yeah, so that's our top 10. And
It's the Donald. He's so great.
I get it. And we're going to add to that list, since we're doing comic books, we're going to try a genre that we have not tried yet.
I can't imagine how many options there are going to be.
I'm curious, too. We'll see how long we do this. We might switch it up, maybe go to 90s or something. That's always fun. All right, so starting off with comic book movies, or movies based on comic books. I've not seen The Flash from 1990.
I've seen the parts of the TV show, which is the same guy, but I haven't seen the movie.
All right. So Judge Dredd, the original Stallone. I don't know if it was probably the original Stallone. Judge Dredd versus 300. The original 300. I gotta go 300.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 300 as well.
It's a beautiful movie. Really fun movie. Apparently not historically accurate, but I don't give a fuck.
Oh, you mean there weren't giant monsters and Xerxes wasn't a 10-foot tall
there were
giant?
There
and
were.
There wasn't a troll man that betrayed everyone. And
nobody had abs like that back then.
And
pecs. They had more. A lot of people look like swimmers' bodies. You know, like the really efficient fighters in the UFC. They're not really bulky.
Not like the Incredible Hulk.
That's right. Versus, which I have not seen.
I have not seen this.
The Spirit. I heard was horrible.
I have seen it. You haven't seen The Spirit?
No, I heard it was so bad. That's why I never. Did you like it?
No, it's terrible.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
But it was like, hey, it kind of looks like Sin City.
I think it was the same guy, or it was same writer or something. It's first time. I don't know. I haven't. Wait, I have not seen whatever the fuck that is. Have you seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
It's the newer one.
I haven't.
Not the newest
2014.
One. Yeah, it's the first of the reboot
with Jennifer. No, not Jennifer.
No, Megan Fox.
Megan Fox. Yeah, I did see that. Okay.
I have not seen. I have seen the Black Freighter, but you probably haven't.
No, I have not. No.
That just came out.
These are
recently.
animated movies.
Lots of them. This is Ang Lee's The Hulk.
All right. This is tricky. Not really.
No.
So we have Ang Lee's Hulk 2003 versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 2014.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I got to go Hulk. That Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was like just dog shit.
Dude,
If you
rewatch the originals, they were dog shit too. We were kids.
For sure. But Hulk is just, it's not a good movie.
A terrible movie.
No. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, directed by Michael Bay, is a dog shit movie. And
I think he just produced it.
I think he directed the first one.
I think he just produced it.
Either way, the director had Michael Bay's balls all the way down his throat.
No,
all the way. It was a Michael Bay movie. It looked like a Michael Bay.
It did,
just dark.
But Michael Bay, Michael Bay's original idea was he wanted them to be aliens, and fans on the internet freaked the fuck out.
It was originally, he was supposed to be doing it in like 02, 03. I remember Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
I
by
can't
Michael
even.
Bay.
I love Marvel, and I can't even watch that Hulk. I'm going Teenage Mutant.
That's
Ninja
why you
Turtles.
can't watch it.
It's
I can't
terrible.
watch either of them. I'm not even that attached. I love the original ones, even though it's like Muppets.
The
but
fucking CG, which is most
Oh,
of the Hulk.
yeah. No, Ninja
This is
Turtles
way
is mostly
better.
CG,
Yeah.
and it's dog shit CG.
Way than that. That's a
that's
giant.
There's just
fucking,
nothing going on.
It's terrible.
This has way too much complexity to see what. It's like it's just
they're
moving.
They're both.
This is just a
horrible
big
movies.
giant thing that just flies like Superman, like
But
Neo.
I've seen multiple incarnations way better.
Yeah, it's the worst.
This is probably the
That's
best visual
By far the
incarnation.
worst Ninja Turtles ever made. It's just not good. The other ones are like B movies, but they're fun B movies.
Have you seen
This
the
is a
one where
dog
they
shit.
time travel to Japan?
This is still worse.
No,
This is still worse because it's like
it's terrible.
it's got a shitty actress that
I
doesn't
hate
do
both of
anything.
these,
I know,
but
they're
I
both
can't
bad.
go for that.
But I can't go for that.
But then-
That's insulting to
They're
me.
both insulting.
Yeah, but I don't give a shit about
I do.
Marvel. There's so many bad comic book movies.
No,
I mean, clearly there's two right here.
it's two.
This is the section where we're arguing over two bad movies. Keith.
Terrible, I know, but take it
Do
to
we-
Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'd rather this go to the judges than a top 50 movie. Hulk.
03.
Hulk. Eric Bana. Yeah, it was not good. 61.
Wow,
61.
that's fucked. Cause 29% fan.
It's for sure. I bet that 29 changed. I bet it was super high when it first came out, and then it dove down. What was the other one?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2014. No, that's
That's
just
not it.
teenage.
Fucking shit. Yeah. Megan Fox.
Oh
One of-
my god.
22%. Not surprised.
No, I'm not.
Not
I'm not. But I'm
surprised.
super surprised at 61 for the Hulk.
I'm not. I'm not at all. I'm not at all.
More fans like the Turtles than the Hulk, though.
Yeah, but Ninja Turtles has always been a kid's brand where Hulk, like Marvel shit, there's fucking people older than me that are obsessed with that shit.
There was like a 60-year-old dude fucking
Yeah.
cruising the comic book store.
Wait, Hulk. Yeah. I have not seen Superman versus the Elite. Why
Annie?
is Annie
And
a
that's
comic
the
book
and that's
remake?
the remake, and I haven't seen it.
No. Ooh. Superman 2, the 1980 Superman 2 versus the 2006 Superman Returns.
So
This is really easy.
yeah,
Even though
Brendan Routh's Superman, which was a one-off, Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor.
I like that way
versus
more.
Superman
Yeah.
2, which is the original Zod story.
Yeah.
Superman 2 all the fucking
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, for sure.
Like no one's business. Even though he fucking tears off his S and throws a giant cellophane. They give him the
that
movies
movie's
just gave
better
him
than every remake.
they gave him so many powers in these movies that he just
Yeah.
that's the MO of Superman through the years.
do
It's like,
anything.
yeah, he's such
He's
a Superman.
Yeah.
He can fly so fast around the world that the world spins backwards, which somehow reverses time.
Which is which is why to throw that guy against Batman, which is just a rich guy with gadgets, is the dumbest matchup. Like if we're matchmaker, John Shelby is never putting those two together. That's the dumbest
Sean
thing.
Shelby.
Yeah. Well, this is his cousin does the superhero ones. Yeah. It's like why would this like the dumbest premise ever? Like I don't give a fuck unless your robot's made out of fucking.
Here's what's
whatever.
The terrible part
So
about
stupid.
Superman Returns. All right,
Like both these movies are better than Superman versus.
anytime there's a little bit of
bullshit.
kryptonite,
Yeah.
it fucking cripples him.
Yeah. Yeah.
In Superman Returns, he lifts a meteor-sized island made of kryptonite out of the ocean and flies it into outer space.
But the scenes where the Gatling gun is shooting at him, and then
the
there's
eyeball, that's a great scene.
better than Batman versus Superman.
Great
that
scene.
one scene is better than any scene except for maybe
But they did spoil that. That was in all the fucking...
Oh, for sure, for sure.
That was in all
that
the trailers.
But seeing it, because they showed it in the trailer, but they didn't. It's seeing the longer version in a big theater, because you didn't have good TVs back then, so you saw it in shitty. Yeah, but Superman 2 for sure. 1980, the year I was born. So we have. I haven't seen either.
I've seen both of them.
What am I doing? I've never heard of either of these. I've seen Kick-Ass.
I've seen Kick-Ass. I have not seen Batman Beyond the movie.
I've never seen Generation X.
No.
Nope. Nope.
Blue is the warmest color. No, haven't seen or even heard of that.
Yeah.
Death Note. Nope.
It's good to know that there's a lot of comic book movies
Bulletproof
out there.
Monk, I have seen.
I have not seen that.
Sean William Scott and
Really?
What's his name?
Chow Yun Fat?
Yep.
That was yeah.
Ghost in a Shell, the animated.
seen-
Have not seen either.
Well, the live action's coming out soon,
Yeah.
I think.
It's a great pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I have seen that many times.
Is that the pumpkin patch one?
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting.
Based on comic strips.
Yeah, for sure. It's super interesting. Kick-Ass
Uh,
versus
The
it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
I'm gonna go with Kick-Ass.
Yeah, it's really weird though, because that's like I love that
It's a great
fucking cartoon.
Yeah.
I love that cartoon. Like that one, the Christmas one, and then there was a Thanksgiving one, which I didn't.
Who did you associate with?
Were
Were you Pigpen?
No, I was probably Charlie Brown. I felt a lot like Charlie Brown. Like just I
everyone's
disappoint
pulling
everybody.
the fucking
I don't understand
football
people.
out from in front of you.
Yeah. And it's a chick. It's like a chick, and it's like, oh, it's even more emasculating. Like a dude doing it, it's like, oh, you're a fucking asshole. But now it's like, oh, a chick did it to me, especially in the '80s growing up. Now, it probably wouldn't matter. I just saw, I think it was Joanna Jędrzejczyk. I think it seemed like it was a video from like a Throwback Thursday video of her. Like it's an old video, her with big gloves on, boxing gloves on, but like 6 years old, and then her brother or something, or a neighbor, and like he throws a punch and she like kind of goes, what, throws a fucking head kick, gets him down on the ground, and then ground and pounds him like better than most early, and like the same years in the UFC they were doing this same quality of ground and pound that this little 6-year-old girl was doing.
Don't fuck around.
Yeah, well, that's why she's got the belt. But much respect to Great Pumpkin.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind watching those. That's like out of the holidays. There's a few like videos and movies that I kind of remember that I like a few things from
Rudolph
holidays
the
time.
Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's stop motion animation.
I had like a VHS with a bunch of. There was like a bear one that I can't remember what the name was, but it was like a bear during Christmas, and he didn't like it. I don't know. He's in the city. But then it also had like the Christmas version of this, had the Disney one with Scrooge McDuck, not Scrooge McDuck, but it was a duck it's kind of like the Christmas Carol,
Yeah.
whatever, but with Disney characters.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a VHS, it was recorded in EP, so you can get 6 hours of recording onto a shitty VHS.
Grainy ass fucking.
Yeah, but it's cartoons.
Yeah, you don't care.
And I'm a kid, so it's like, yeah, it's bulk.
It played.
Yeah. Grew up on that shit.
Kick ass.
But Kick-Ass was a lot of fun. Kick-Ass 2, not
Not
good.
so much.
Didn't like it. And it's really sad that Jim Carrey's in it. I have not seen either of these.
Nope.
But it's funny, another Charlie Brown one comes up. Nope. Ooh.
Seen both.
Man of Steel versus Dread 3D. So I did see this one. It's like the newest one.
Yeah.
Cool. I like
Fucking
this one. out of the
awesome
album.
movie.
The 3D moments, like the slow-mo,
Slow-mo.
super stylized, kind of like what, like
Mall Clan.
super like dark, but with super colorful highlights on it.
Bright. It was like almost glitter fucking.
Yeah. It was. I really liked. I saw that before I moved out here, so I saw it last summer. Versus Man of Steel, which I enjoyed. There were moments in this movie, like the flying moments, like these action moments that Zack Snyder does really well, with like things flying and this fucking speed ramping and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which was not anywhere in Batman versus Superman. The only flying was like Neo in the sequels. It's the same amount of like great flying scenes that were in those movies. So I enjoyed that.
Yeah, but for me, this is the easy one.
And was that was a remake of the second one, right? Wasn't Zod in this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a remake, kind of
Ish. Yeah.
loose remake. Versus Dredd.
Dread
Dredd.
all the way.
Yeah,
Carl Urban. They need to make a fucking sequel.
I think they are.
Because
I think that did well.
But it didn't do well. But now it's a cult classic. It's one of those things.
They take into account post theatrical,
And they only told one small story. It was almost like a raid type setting where it's one building, and that's
all they have to do.
A mega city one where it's just.
We don't need a huge deep story. Just give me a cool fucking action movie with the premise of Dredd, Judge Dredd. It's like he's not a judge yet, right?
Yeah, it was Judge Dredd.
Oh, okay.
They just called it Dredd because the first one was called Judge Dredd. Let's do regular or something, or we could try.
We haven't been. It's been pretty good.
I feel like we've been skunked a lot. I've seen Punisher Wars.
I have not. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go. Let's go to. By title?
What?
Oh,
I don't even know.
yeah. No, I'm looking.
No, I'm saying I wouldn't even know what that would.
Yeah. Well, I think you can like every title with like car in it. You can rank all those. Actor, director. Ooh, that'd be fun. We could do like Tarantino.
Yeah, but there's just not enough.
No, I know, but it would be
Yeah.
clearly it would no director unless it's like Spielberg. Michael Bay has a ton of shit. All right, we'll just go date. 90s? Yeah, I think 90s is like the most. I think we both watched the most movies in the 90s.
Seen them both.
I've not seen Good Burger. I think I've seen parts of Good Burger, but I haven't seen the whole movie. Did you watch the Nickelodeon show? 'Cause I never did.
Yeah.
Good Burger.
It wasn't. Well, it was originally a skit on All That.
Oh, right.
I've not seen The Land Before Time 5.
Yeah, me either.
I have seen The Land Before Time 1 and maybe 2,
I've
but not 5. Not seen Before Sunrise.
Chasing Amy versus Face Off.
Chasing Amy.
Chasing Amy. Yeah, this is one of those things where
Good on you, Kevin Smith.
Yeah, Kevin Smith movie is going to be like, fuck yeah, it's way
I have
easy.
not seen The Mighty River.
I haven't either, but Showgirls is going up against Forever Young.
I have not seen Forever Young with...
I think it's like a time travel movie, I think. Or he gets frozen? I don't remember. I know I've seen parts of it.
Or he wakes up and he's still young years later.
Snake Eyes?
Nope.
Tin Cup?
Yes, I have seen Tin Cup.
All right. It's a golfing movie, right?
Yes.
Versus Showgirls.
Tin Cup.
Yeah, Tin Cup.
Cheech Marin's in that shit.
Rene Russo, Cheech Marin. Starship Troopers.
The first one.
Versus Blade.
The first one.
Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers. You know I like Blade, but Starship Troopers was like kind of an independent fucking
it's like a
sci-fi.
It's like a decent budget B movie.
No Neon Genesis.
Have you seen Blue Streak?
Yes.
Okay. It's one of the last Martin Lawrence movies. Titanic versus Blue Streak.
Can I say I don't want to watch either?
Yeah, but it's like, I mean,
Blue
Titanic
Streak.
is what I would go with. They're both, but Titanic has
Titanic.
moments that are pretty fucking cool when everybody's dying and shit.
That is a cool
There's
part.
nothing in Blue Streak where I'm like, oh, that one scene where Martin Lawrence is climbing through an air
You gotta
duct.
go Titanic. Even,
Yeah. I mean, they're both not.
not movies I would ever want to watch again.
No. Although, I wouldn't mind at some point watching Titanic again. But I don't have any desire to.
Paint
right
me
now.
like one of your French girls.
Oh, shit. X-Files, the movie, versus Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit. Have you seen Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit?
I've seen them both.
Okay.
X-Files, the movie.
Yeah. I did. This was like when the Sister Act movies came out. I was the religious type. So this was like movies. I saw both of these probably in theaters.
If you were
We
super,
probably-
it's like sacrilegious. How fucking she's just like,
No, they're all like clean movies.
uh,
They're whatever. She's dirty, but she's not really dirty in the movie.
fucking criminal.
She doesn't do any criminal activity in any of the movies.
No.
It's just she's dirty because she's a criminal.
Yeah.
That's all Christians need. It's like, oh, she's dirty. Yeah. Or I guess Catholics, right? No. Anyway, because they're nuns. X-Files movie, which wasn't a good movie. I've not seen Unstrung Heroes.
Neither have I.
Blade versus Free Willy. Free Willy versus Blade, Keith. Michael Jackson sung the hit song from Free Willy. Do you remember what that song was, Keith?
I remember how it goes, but I don't remember the name of it.
I know he did one. I never really got into Free Willy.
There's a lot of clapping in it, in that song.
Really? Which is
I'm-
weird because whales can't clap. They just have. They can't. They can't reach.
They
It's
slap
like
the water.
it'd be like. Yeah, that's kind of like.
I've been to SeaWorld.
Yeah, me too.
Blade.
Blade versus Free Willy. Blade. Yeah, I got Blade.
Blood Rave.
One of the few times I'd vote for Blade. Ooh. Get Shorty versus Ransom. Have you seen Ransom?
Yes.
Loved Ransom. Ransom was really good. Get Shorty, comedy. Kind of different. But like mobster comedy. LA mobster comedy. What was the sequel? I kind of like the sequel.
I like the
Almost
sequel
more,
better.
yeah. I forget what it was called.
Rock was in that shit.
Yeah. I'm going Ransom.
I'll go Ransom.
Yeah.
Kind of like the original Taken.
Kind of. Yeah. Except for. Yeah. Days of Thunder versus Air Force One. Get off my stock car!
Versus old Cole Trickle says no way.
I think Days of Thunder is the movie where him and what's her face met and started.
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, and then they got married. I think that was the movie.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like she was his psychologist. It's like he this and Top Gun had like
They're
a weirdly
similar.
parallel.
Both very, I mean, this was 1990, but very 80s action with
Very.
a lot of like melodrama relationship shit. There's always the like sweet jazz
A lot of
thing
power
with like
ballads.
the blue light, and then they're fucking. Like there's always the slow, smooth jazz fucking scene in the
Yeah.
80s movies, which were hilariously parodied in the Hot Shots movies. I think Days of Thunder is probably a better movie, but I would probably rather watch Air Force One.
I'm going Days of Thunder on this.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of, cause like Days of Thunder, like if like I had the feeling to watch Days of Thunder, it's like I'll just watch Talladega Nights.
True. but
Like
out of
Air
these
Force
two
One,
movies,
if Air Force One, it's like I want to see that ridiculous '90s.
I'd rather watch Snakes on a Plane
Not necessarily because we just watched that one. So that one's not.
or
I would-
Airplane.
Maybe. Yeah,
Have-
but this
wait, have you-
I would go to comedy from this, but that's like it's a race car
Did
movie.
you say that you haven't seen Airplane?
No, I've seen Airplane.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going Days of Thunder.
Man, I mean, it's a better movie. It's good. I mean, it's good. It's weird.
His name's Cole Trickle.
I don't give a fuck what does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. But
You just
I
know the name, so all right. But that is not a good argument.
What's the president's name in Air Force One?
Mr. President. You do not refer to him as anything other than Mr. President. It's probably President Jackson, I bet.
President Solo.
It's President, yeah, Han. Solo, we need to pull up President. Yeah, I'll go with Days of Thunder, I guess. But I'd rather just rewatch it. And then be like, oh yeah, Days of Thunder is better.
Here's a shit show.
Ever After, which is the movie I only saw because I was a weak man and pussy was involved. So it was a movie that definitely became in my viewing scope, probably while my fingers were inside of someone. And RoboCop 2, potentially fingers were inside of me. I don't know. I don't even know if I've seen RoboCop 2.
I have.
Because it's so long. I mean, I probably have. But it was like when I was 9 or maybe 13. No, probably I was young. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen RoboCop 2. What happens in it?
He RoboCops around.
All right, so I'm not going to fuck RoboCop 2. I haven't seen it. Oh, Jesus. So Ever After versus Trainspotting.
Trainspotting.
Yeah, Trainspotting for sure.
I have mixed feelings on them making
I'm
sequel.
more hopeful for that sequel
But
than
they've already
Ghostbusters
filmed it.
sequel.
I believe,
Because it's
they've-
not based on like a fucking pop culture. Like you don't
It's already
buy.
filmed though.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't. It's like me being excited or not won't really affect it if it's hasn't been filmed yet or not. But I'm more excited than all these other sequels, like the fucking all these big budget sequels, because there's no merchandise that comes with Trainspotting, where all these other brands, Jurassic Park, everything made by Disney, all the Star Wars shit, Ghostbusters shit, that's all they're going to make a shitload of money in merchandise because pop culture things, versus there's no sponsored needles for Trainspotting or like babies that can crawl on the ceiling. So I'm more hopeful for that than I am for any other remake that comes out, because it's made for a different reason.
Seeing shit, like they would have to still be heroin addicts in their fucking 50s.
It could be a completely different. Who knows what they're gonna do? But it's like I have way more faith in that than any blockbuster remake bullshit that comes out.
Yeah,
because they're making that that blockbuster remake
sequels
shit
to a lot of fucking independent movies that made it, and very few of them.
Independence Day or fucking
Boondock Saints too.
Yeah, but that was like if you knew anything about the director,
no, I knew
you
that.
would never even. That's not even a movie.
He didn't even direct the second one.
He did.
He did.
Yeah, he did. He somehow got funding. Everybody dropped out, and it was the same fucking movie as the first one. With it was the shitty B movie version that you would do first at an independent movie festival, and then you get picked up and do a remake that becomes the first one. But it was just. The director is a fuck job.
Yeah,
the documentary.
I saw the documentary.
Documentaries, way better than his shit. But that's like one example. That most independent movies don't go anywhere. So a sequel for an independent movie is like ridiculous. Doesn't happen.
I liked Clerks too.
Doesn't happen. Yeah, but I did not. I did not like it at all. The Clerks one is way better. Clerks 2 was. All the other it's like he just learned how to overuse color. Like the first one, no color. Everything else is like, I get his comic book style, it makes sense, but it's like super poppy, like his style of movies, which he's taking to the new level with Tusk and the Yoga Hosers, which look, it's not. I'm tapped out. I'm done with Kevin Smith for now. I'm done with Kevin Smith.
I still love you, Kay.
I enjoy his perspective on film, but I don't enjoy his films. Anyway, Kiss the Girls versus Independence Day.
Independence Day.
Yeah, Kiss the Girls is like a series, I think.
Independence Day is a terrible movie too.
No, the first one's fun.
Oh
man.
shit! Speak of the devil.
Boondock Saints versus Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, the Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes
Boondock Saints,
kind of
motherfucker.
remix version. Yeah,
I
Saints.
like the original Boondock Saints.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. And then the director became a fucking crazy asshole. I've never seen Candyman.
What? No. Candyman's kind of a pretty good horror movie.
I didn't, horror movies. I rented them
I
because
get
it
it.
was like, oh, it's bad, but it's like I don't like feeling scared.
Yeah.
So it's like
It was like the.
I don't mind some certain suspense movies.
It's like the Bloody Mary / Beetlejuice premise.
Yeah, but he's a black dude, right? Yeah.
He having shit.
Deep Impact, which came out the same time,
As
Armageddon, versus Aladdin, which came out the same time as the 1992 Persian Rug series from Abdaxatulas.
Good save on that one. We're going Aladdin.
They're making a live-action Aladdin. I forget the director, but early things are saying, wow.
They're making a live-action Lion King right now.
I've heard that as well.
John Favreau's directing.
Yeah. She just did Jungle Book.
Using the same animation as that.
Which is good. Wait, what's in the Lion King? So it's probably going to be
animals.
all.
There's no humans in that. That's
Be interesting.
It's going to be weird because like that.
I didn't see Jungle
I haven't
Book.
seen Jungle Book
I heard
either,
it was
but
good.
I've heard it was great. But
Except for the kid.
I've heard that the kid kind of kept it. I've heard the kid did a good job, and I heard that he's the one that kept it grounded as like because everything else was CG.
I heard the opposite. Because it's a child acting with only CG, that he did good for what he was doing, but it's not like you have a movie based on a performance by a child interacting with nothing.
Yeah.
Versus
I get it. There's only
actors
as good
and
as-
sound booths. So it's
I don't.
I heard it was
fucking
good
care
though.
What kid it is?
But I heard the
yeah.
kid was the weakest part of it. I heard the movie was good. The voice acting, I think some people had issues because
That's
they're
all
like, "Oh,
super
that's
famous people."
yeah." But that's, I mean, it's Disney, so they can do that. Yeah, Aladdin for sure. All right, let's do a couple more. I have never seen Class of Nukem High 3, The God, The Bad, and The Subhumanoid.
Sounds like a trauma.
It definitely does, but I have not seen it. However, Con Air, that's my shit. I have seen Multiplicity.
Yes, I have too.
And Con Air is 100% way better.
I like Multiplicity.
I enjoyed it, but as a child, I'm like, this is kind of fucking stupid.
I don't know. I liked it, and then I liked the
liked
last copied one who was like dumb as fuck.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun thing, but
Hey-
it's like,
Hey,
okay.
Steve. Hey, Steve.
Yeah. I mean,
Con Air, yeah, 100%.
but as far as his movies, that's like, it's like not good. Anytime like there's an actor's playing multiple, it's very rare. A movie with an actor playing multiple roles, like Eddie Murphy, all of Eddie Murphy's movies that he did, where he's just doing everybody, all dog shit.
well, I did like Multiplicity for the simplicity of there wasn't like 100.
Yeah.
He had 3 clones, and they were essentially the stereotype of like what the combination of a man is. You had the alpha male,
Right.
you had the very feminine male,
Uh-huh.
and then you had the fucking retarded male.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
you just-
alpha, beta, and the Trump supporter.
Yeah, pretty much.
For some, not all. No offense to you Trump fans out there.
No,
but Con Air, it's like, come on. Con Air. No, I mean, some people love money more than humans, so I get why they would vote for less taxes. But Con Air
Yeah,
is
I
Con
said
Air.
Con Air.
I know. That's what I'm saying, too. I'm just agreeing. Con Air. Ooh. So, Fantasia 2000, both sequels.
I've not seen Fantasia 2000.
Okay. That's the first one. It's all right,
I've
but
seen
it's
the
the
first
same
Fantasia.
thing, but it's just newer animation. But it's not
So
that
it's-
newer. It's 99, so it's not like
So, no, I mean, I've seen the original Fantasia.
yeah. It's not. I like the original one better. If they did a new one with like Pixar, that would be amazing. Because it's just eye candy with music.
Mm-hmm.
Toys versus Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Toys, kind of like a weird, kind of dark comedy, like a obscure.
It's very dark comedy.
Fucking
Juliette
LL
Cool J
has a camo scene where he's like looks like a wall. Very early, like a lot of kind of things that you didn't really see much in
Toys
film.
was a crazy movie.
Yeah.
I really liked both of these movies growing up. I saw Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey in the theater.
Me too. Yep.
As
I
a
think I
kid.
saw both of them in the theater.
And I ate a whole bag of Sour Patch Kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't eat Sour Patch Kids for like fucking 10 years or so. Just the thought of them made me.
I know.
Or any type of thing with that sugary fucking sour. Yeah.
I had a friend that had Goldschlager, which has a cinnamon taste. Could never anything cinnamon would make him throw up because he like drank the whole bottle. Like you'd be laying down, watching probably like Emperor's New Groove or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he was laying down on the floor in front of the TV with the bottle of Goldschlager. Every once in a while, it was after Scary Movie. The spoof to Scream came out. What was this? What was the tagline? What was was it the answer in the phone thing? What that?
Yeah, what?
He would just like look like he was sleeping with it just on his chest. His head would come up. What up? Take another swig and then like pass back out. so not good. And it's got little flakes of gold in it. It's a very like teenage early 20s drink.
Schlag.
Yeah.
I've slogged it a few times.
Yeah.
I got to go with Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey on this, even though I like Toys a lot.
Would really like to rewatch Toys because I haven't seen it since I was a kid. I mean, it's probably been a while. I may have seen it like maybe 20s, early 20s.
I definitely just rewatched Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey like
it's pretty fun.
2 months ago.
Yeah. They beat death.
I love the death scenario.
They have the creatures. They have
Station.
Yeah, which are similar to like fucking with the things in Star Wars 3, the stuffed or the 6th one. God damn, Ewoks. Yeah, they were like the Ewoks of.
Except they jumped into one thing.
They go to Radio Shack and buy a bunch of shit. Yeah, I love the second one, man.
They built good robot us's to fight the evil robot us's.
Yep.
To save the princesses.
Yep. I going with Bill and Ted's.
They Melvin death to get away from him the first time.
Yeah, but I feel
they went to hell.
That I would. Yeah, and they beat. Oh no, that's just death.
Well, they called death to play him when they were in hell, so they could get out of hell.
Yeah, that's right. They tricked him. Played Twister,
and then or no,
Jenga.
They put Clue.
Right. It's a fun movie. And Toys, I think if I saw Toys more recently, I'd probably be
Toys
more.
Is great.
I'd probably be more rah Toys.
They have a lot of.
I mean, Robin Williams.
Here's what's disturbing about Toys. They were having kids playing video games of like being fighter pilots.
Yeah.
And it was really because the military had tried to take over these toys.
So it's basically the idea that the government got to
the kids
drones.
were flying drones. Yeah, the kids were flying drones and fighting them, and so there's a lot of relevant shit in Toys and
very like surreal kind of a movie. Like just weird
really
shit
movie.
happens.
It's really weird,
but not that Bill and Ted's has a bunch of logical shit happening. They're both kind of weird movies.
I like Bill and Ted's 2 better than Bill and Ted's 1.
No, Bill and Ted's 1's way better. I'm not way better, but I prefer it. I think Toys is probably a better movie, but I'm going with Bill and Ted's. Like if I saw both of them right now, I'd probably appreciate Toys more.
Last one.
Ooh, yeah, sure. Sequel to The Fugitive, U.S. Marshals, which is only hinged on the Tommy Lee Jones character.
Well, he's Jason Wesley Snipes this time.
Yeah, but he does the same. We need to check every barn house, every outhouse, every dog house, every fucking shit house. Versus End of Days, a lot of movies
Schwarzenegger fights the devil.
A lot of horror movies came out in 99 because of the 666 thing. If you switch the end, which is a big premise of End of Days, like, we've turned the numbers over and we see that the 9 can actually be a 6, and there's 3 9s, and when you turn them over, they are 3 6s, and it is the day of the devil. It is the year of the devil. And that's like the premises, and it's like he's like a grungy, like, action hero. It's a lot of fun, you know.
It's
before
alright.
he became governor. It's better than Eraser. He did a lot of
Eraser
action
sucked.
movies. It wasn't that great. It's not a great. And U.S. Marshals, not a fucking great movie. They're both not good movies. They're really not good.
I'm 100% going U.S. Marshals on this.
Really? Yeah, I'd probably
Robert
go
Downey
with that
Jr.,
too.
Wesley Snipes, Tommy Lee Jones. None of them
That
have a
does
bad
not give a
performance.
fuck.
Even though it's not
It's
exciting.
the first movie, way
movie.
worser. Way worser. It's the same movie, way worser. Ooh, guy running from the cops, same cops who have the same basic lines and do the same basic things.
I still
And it's just-
I still got to go.
It's
US
a black
Marshals.
dude that's a little bit more athletic.
Yeah, I mean, he could jump off
no, I
onto
know.
the top of that tram or whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it was compared to The Fugitive. Is like, it's not. I mean, it's a good thing that they went with a different name. It's like loosely based. I mean, they sold it kind of as
The sequel, even though it's just, hey,
even though
this,
which I'm glad.
this one guy who's a U.S. Marshal, he's in this too.
Yeah, it's the same actor saying the same lines, doing the same things, but then the rest of the movie is kind of wrapped around that. They just rewrote all the other
But I
parts.
guess that's probably what U.S. Marshals do.
Yeah, that's all they do. Everybody's on manhunts all the time.
Chase bad guys on manhunts,
No,
bro.
they don't.
That's all they do.
They're arresting people they're shooting black people. That's what marshals do. Because they're like cops, and cops do that. Yeah, I'll go with U.S. Marshals. It's kind of a disappointing. Let's do one more. Oh,
Ooh, shit.
I'm kind of disappointed that we're doing this one. Hot Shots Part 2 versus My Cousin Vinny Part.
My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah, 100%.
If it was up against Hot Shots 1, it would have
It'd
been
still
a
be-
tougher decision, but it would have
I
probably
think
still
it'd
been
still
My
be-
Cousin
yeah.
Vinny.
Dude, she got nominated for Best Actress
She
for that
won
movie.
Best
Did she
Actress
win? For a
that movie.
comedy. That's how weak was the fucking Best Actress in that year?
It's like a dramedy.
92. It is a comedy. Well, kind
It's like
of, but
a
it's very
dramedy.
light drama. Very light.
Light dramedy.
It's like
I'll give you that.
It's slapsticky. It's got, I mean, tons of humor
Falls
in it.
in the mud.
Not super dark. Not super dark at all. So it's a dramedy.
The
I
two
get dramedy.
Utes.
Yeah, it's a comedy. It's such a
What
comedy.
is
man.
a Ute?
Dude, this is way more of a. This is 1,000% more of a comedy than The Martian was.
What is a
'Cause The
Ute?
Martian was-
Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah, even though The Martian's a good movie. Anyway, My Cousin Vinny. All right.
Be sure to go check out our sponsor, Station House Coffee, on Instagram and stationhousecoffee.com for small batch, single origin, premium coffee, brewed in Vermont, delivered directly to you. Support small business and order your coffee now at stationhousecoffee.com and follow Station House Coffee on Instagram. Also, if you're looking for new cell phone service and save some money, you can get $25 in credit by signing up with Ting over at inspireddisorder.com/Ting. That's Ting. It's the same best coverage, same low rates, now with 3 coast-to-coast networks. Go sign up now for $25 of device credit when you sign up through my link, inspireddisorder.com/Ting. That's Ting. Be sure to follow at Keith Spurlock1 on Twitter. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Go buy my artwork and merchandise for this show over at inspireddisorder.com. Follow the show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!